So when I was 16 years old, I overheard my girlfriend's mother call me a loser to one of her friends. And this is something that you can't unhear. It's also something that's been in my head, I think, ever since. Combine that with the fact that I already was an insecure dude because we didn't have a lot of money when I was growing up. I grew up very blue collar. And by blue collar, I mean dirty blue collar. I didn't grow up in a rich area, but it was always apparent to me that I had less than other people. And when I was 13 years old, I asked my mother for $1.25 to go and buy a piece of pizza with my buddy Nicky down at a pizza place called Charo's in Skipback, Pennsylvania. And she looked at me and she said, "I'm sorry, I don't have it. I don't have the money." And this was something that, once again, it sticks with you. It's like $1.25. When I think about that now, when I think about how broke your ass needs to be to not have an extra $1.25 to give your kid to go get a pizza, a slice of pizza, it blows my mind. But that being said, it also is one of the things that has stuck with me and it has motivated me ever since. It's always been one of the things that I've known, right? I've always known that I had less than other people. And I had this conversation with my mother a few years ago, and she got very upset when I said, "No, we were poor." She goes, "No, we weren't." I go, "If I didn't have $1.25 for pizza, or you couldn't give me $1.25, we weren't killing it." She's like, "No, but we had enough. We got by, and we had everything that we needed, basic needs." And I said, "You know what? Yes, you're right. We did. We had basic needs met." And I really feel like she took it very personally, like she failed me as a parent, and she didn't, right? We had lots of love. We had lots of, we had lots of great things, but it was always in the back of my head that I was poorer or had less than other people that I grew up with. And it was one of the things that affected me. It affected me greatly. Like, I was embarrassed to have my mom drop me off, at high school, in the car that we had. It was a beat up old car. And so I would make her drop me off like down at the end of the road, right? I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. Now, looking back, should I have been? I don't know. But when you're young, things affect you. But to this day, the reason why I do what I do, the reason why I push so hard is to prove to myself and to that insecure little kid that I'm not a loser, that I'm not worthless. I do what I do. I push and I work so hard to be a success because I'm still, I think, deep down that insecure little kid that heard his girlfriend's mother call him a loser when he was 16 years old. Now, is that crazy? Why would she say that? I don't know. But it doesn't mean it didn't affect me. It doesn't mean that it doesn't still burn and resonate in my brain. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today, and that is your why. Why is it that you have a burning desire to be successful? For those of you who joined the White Label Empire, which I'll link to down below, it's my business community. One of the first things, the first exercises I ask people to do when going through the curriculum is tell us, what is your why? Why are you here? Why do you want to be successful? Because if you can tap into this desire, if you can be honest with yourself and tap into the reasonings and the mindset of why you are wanting to be successful. And I'm not saying like buying a Lambo and just wanting to drive a nice car can't be a why. It can be. But if there's something deeper, if there's a burning desire, if there's a burning insecurity, or something that you long to do to prove to the little insecure self, or to prove to your family that you're not a loser, that you're not worthless, you're not what those people said that you were. What is it? What is that why? And tapping into this is the thing that's going to perpetuate you and keep you moving forward. Your why is that thing that reaches down and picks your ass up when things don't go right, because they won't go right. They always are going to be screwed up, honestly. And that's the one thing that I learned from starting multiple businesses. Just when you think everything's like awesome, somebody punches you in the dick. And then they hit you in the back of the knees. You are always going to have to pick yourself up. And when you have this why and you remember it and you tap into it, and every day it is the thing, that burning desire that drives you to be successful. And if you can channel this, if you can hold on to it, congratulations, because this is the thing that's going to keep you moving in the right direction. When you just say, "Oh, I don't know, I want to make a lot of money." Is that a thing? Is that a desire? Is that a burning why? I don't know. I have never wanted to be successful to make a lot of money. That was never my why. My why was to feel like I mattered. My why was to not feel like a loser. I didn't know back then what it meant, it didn't mean that I wanted to build a nice house or drive a nice car or have tons of cash and buy my mom a house. That wasn't it. I just wanted to feel like I mattered and that I wasn't a huge loser or I wasn't worth less because I didn't grow up with a lot of money or that I grew up with less than the people around me. I was tired of feeling like I didn't matter. And that's the thing, guys. Money, like I said, it's not something that can solve problems. Yes, it can make life easier, but for me, the motivation was always simple. It was to feel like I mattered, to feel like I was worth something, to feel like I was valuable, to feel like other people cared about me and that I was worth caring about. If that makes sense to you and you get what I'm talking about, you get what I'm talking about. For some of you, your why is going to be vastly different. It might be to buy your mom a house because she supported you. She was an immigrant. Whatever it is. Maybe to prove to that girlfriend that broke up with you. I don't know what it is. But if you can figure out and really be honest with yourself, because that's the thing. It's not a comfortable thing to go deep, right? A lot of the deep work, the thing that takes you back, this is the thing, and these are the things that honestly we run from oftentimes. But you got to stop running. You got to stand and fight. You've got to figure it the fuck out. And that's the thing that I can honestly say every day is the thing that gets me up in the morning and that keeps me moving forward. The other thing I say every day, which I've mentioned before, is don't fuck it up today. Today's not going to be the day. I truly feel like each one of us is one or two bad decisions from being broke, in jail, or homeless. And if you always are worried about this or thinking about, okay, don't make a bad decision today, it's going to help. It's not going to prevent you from making bad decisions or mistakes because it hasn't for me, but being ultra aware that it can all go away. And I think for me, that's really, truly one of the other factors is being ultra aware that this could all vanish because I know what it was like to be broke. I know what it was like to file bankruptcy. I know what it was like driving a beer cart, not knowing where my next meal was going to come from, not to mention how he's going to put gas in my fucking car. And when you're that low and when you're that desperate, you will do anything, literally, you will do anything to break the chains. You will do anything to get out of that situation. And if you can remember it, if you can focus on it, if you can not forget what it felt like, it's going to keep you in the direction and moving in the direction that you need to go. All of these things and these pains and these rejections, all the insults, all the time somebody's called me a name, every negative comment, every time somebody calls me a loser or a bitch or whatever, it fuels me and it brings me right back to that little kid who always just wanted to matter. I just wanted to matter. I wanted to prove that I wasn't a loser. It's my why. It's why I still work the way that I do. It's why I still stay motivated. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about it. I want you to go deep. What is the why? Is it to prove to an ex-girlfriend? Is it to prove to people that told you you couldn't, you shouldn't, you won't? What is it? Did somebody call you dumb? What was your why? I want to know. Because if you can figure it out, you can embrace it. And if you can embrace it, you can channel it. And if you can channel it, you can use it as fuel to keep you moving forward. Down in the comments, I want you to let us know if you're interested, if you will. So a lot of you will, some of you won't, and that's fine. But I want you to go through and read some of the other whys because I truly feel like it's going to be inspirational. I always feel like when other people share aspects of their life or their soul that they're vulnerable, I feel like this is something that helps us all grow and it makes us realize we're not alone. And I think in today's world with the internet, even though we see a lot of people, togetherness and community is one of the things that we are lacking. And that is one of the other reasons why the White Label Empire is, in my opinion, the best thing I've ever done. Because we've built a community of people that are all striving, that are all working towards a goal, right? Business ownership. The White Label Empire is the best thing I've ever done. And the reason is because not only am I helping people realize their dream and start businesses and become financially stable and successful, it's because I built a community where people can come together, be vulnerable, and help each other all succeed. And this is one of the things that I feel like is missing. And one of the reasons why with the White Label Empire, I only charge a one-time fee. Why do I charge a fee? Pretty simple. Because if you don't pay, you're not going to value it. And my time is too valuable. The other reason why I don't do a subscription though and have a monthly reoccurring charge is because once you pay, you're in. I don't want you even thinking about money other than the money you're making. My goal is just for you to be financially successful and to realize your why. The fact is, gentlemen, life is hard. It's hard for all of us. You got to surround yourself with good people that are moving in the right direction. You've got to forgive yourself for not being perfect. You've got to forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made in your past. And you've got to hold on to the reasons, hold on to the pain, hold on to the things that made you feel less than other people or that motivates you in order to strive and realize your dream and your goal. Because if you do, if you can channel it, if you can harness it, you can use it as fuel to get up when things are hard and to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. Down below, if you're interested, I have a link to the White Label Empire. Go watch the video. It's a free 20-minute tutorial on how you can start a white label business or a private label business. And then also below that, the comments. I encourage you, let me know, what is your why? I want to hear it. I want to see it. And then I want you to write it down and put it somewhere where you always remember it. Whether or not it's on a mirror, whether or not it's in a journal, whether or not it's on your laptop, what is your why? Embrace it. Use it. Let it be fuel for your success.